Is Facebook trying to take over the world? Like, seriously, every single creator led initiative is being copied by Facebook. Started with Snapchat, Facebook took that, stuck it into Instagram, stuck it into Facebook. It became a staple across all the platforms just because Snapchat made something original. Facebook did the same thing, and Twitter did the same thing with Clubhouse. Clubhouse with the audio format and the rooms also became a popular thing. Facebook's like, yeah, we'll just create rooms. They have the existing ecosystem, they have the resources. There's nothing wrong with copying these ideas. From a creator's point of view, from a marketer's point of view, it's interesting how when you have the time, when you have the resources, when you have the money, you can pretty much get away with anything. And if you're Mark Zuckerberg, the next big thing is newsletters. Hey friends, my name is Burhan, and if you're new to the channel, I talk about all things business online, and I'm basically here to help you grow your audience to live the life of your dreams. Facebook is launching Facebook Bulletin, or just Bulletin. You can find it at bulletin.com. It's available in beta right now, and Facebook has basically gone after, in my opinion, newsletter content. We're able to publish our newsletters on free tools like Substack or Review. You can also create your newsletter on tools like ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, Constant Contact, Sendinblue. There's 100 tools available to us right now to actually start and publish a newsletter. From a marketing point of view, email is still the best way to communicate with people. And email is attractive because, one, you get to control that audience, you get to manage that audience, you get to segment that audience based on how you want to, coupled with the fact that Facebook is now getting into the newsletter space is evidence of the fact that newsletters are not dead. The paid side of the newsletters on some of these tools are a little bit complicated, but Substack and Review have got sort of the easiest way to monetize your newsletter. All it is a subscription that's connected to either Stripe or some other payment gateway. Review will take 5% of that money, 10% if you're on Substack, and these are easy tools to actually get started with your newsletter. Facebook doesn't take any money out of your pocket when people subscribe to you on paid side of the newsletter. Bulletin looks exactly the same as Substack and Review, unfortunately, or fortunate. Clearly, these two companies have created the space. They pioneered this format of newsletter, and so Facebook was like, yeah, we like this. We don't want to have our own separate email marketing system. Let's just do newsletter content, integrate it to the Facebook page, have people subscribe using their Facebook login, get influencers to actually talk about Bulletin, get influencers to start writing on Bulletin, getting people to subscribe, such as Malcolm Gladwell. Now, I have a couple of issues with this. One, I don't necessarily want to allow Facebook the full control over all of my data. I don't want to allow Facebook my email subscribers. I have no idea if they're going to allow me to integrate that newsletter to other platforms like an ActiveCampaign in case I want to bring those subscribers over. Like, do we actually want to trust Facebook with even more information? There's so many questions that I have, but right now it's in beta and we just don't have the answers. What we do know is that Facebook is launching the beta program. It's available in the US right now, and to two creators outside of the US. I have no idea who they are. Definitely not me. Facebook and Instagram are both short form content platforms, right? They're quick and dirty. You go through stories like lightning, and newsletters are a lot more longer form, right? They're 200, 300, 400, 500, depending on the newsletter that you subscribe to. But I think there are also going to be opportunities where through the Facebook page and the Facebook Ads Manager, you're going to be able to advertise your newsletter to get subscribers or to get people to opt into your free newsletter. My guess is that you're going to be able to monetize your newsletter in a faster way because you've got the audience on Facebook, you've got the audience on Instagram. It is a more attractive model. Now, whether I'm going to be doing it or not, I have no idea. They are going to be incorporating this podcast side or this audio element with rooms and podcasting on Facebook itself. They're going to give you the ability to connect newsletter, your bulletin, to your Facebook page and your audio sort of files and all of those things to host your podcast. And so when you're publishing a new newsletter, you can include your podcast URL, so you can include your Facebook post. The question is, are you going to subscribe to anybody's newsletters on Bulletin? I think it's going to be a very interesting time for newsletters over the next year to 2 to 3 years, because creators now want to own their audience. They want to have control over their audience. They don't have to necessarily pay to host their newsletter. Is becoming a really, really interesting time. And if it's something that you've been wanting to do for a while, then these options to host a newsletter are really, really attractive. Just from a free point of view, connecting your review account to Twitter or connecting your Facebook page to your Bulletin, when you get access to that, is going to lead to opportunities that, if you use the content the right way, if you write well, and if you can attract that audience to you, I believe that it's a space that's going to be just growing over time. So yeah, that's my take on Facebook Bulletin from what we can see right now. If you want to check out the Substack walkthrough video over here, then definitely check it out. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Subscribe to check out further updates. I will be doing another update when Bulletin is actually available to me here in Thailand. With that being said, thank you so much. Hit the like. I'll catch you in the next one.